Mr. Alejo, you may open.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. AB 2280 allows disadvantaged areas of the state to create a new entity called the Community Revitalization Investment Authority. This authority would invest property tax increment of consenting local agencies other than schools and combine that with other funding that may be available. The authority's mission would be to improve conditions leading to increased employment opportunities, to reduce high crime rates, to repair deteriorating or inadequate infrastructure, to clean up brownfield sites, and to promote affordable housing. In other words, this is an opt-in authority, and schools are barred from participation. The authority may also be set up by a city, a county, a JPA, or within a former military base. We all know that since the dissolution of redevelopment agencies, communities across California are seeking an economic development tool to use. This bill creates such a tool that would be specifically used in communities where the annual income is less than 80% of the statewide annual median income, as well as having high unemployment rates and high crime rates. This bill requires the authority to hold a public meeting to assess progress and to consider any necessary modifications. And to ensure the authority remains accountable, the bill includes language to allow the public to vote, to terminate the authority and any further activity in the case that the needs of the community are not being met. Members, this bill received bipartisan support in committee and is supported by local governments, housing advocates, and businesses. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Mr. Cooley.
Colleagues, I want to rise in support of this bill. This bill starts addressing a very important hole in California public policy. And just to revisit that briefly, we have had an evolution in terms of the tools in the local government toolkit spanning several decades here. With the introduction of Proposition 13 in 1978, made it very hard to fund improvements in established communities. A consequence of that was the adoption of the Mello-Roos Act. This tended to push development out into greenfields areas, where you could put parcels together and impose a charge on it. We now have, at the state level, we have policies AB 32, SB 375, which says, wait, we need to pull development back into established areas where we can densify it, have a more compact footprint. The tools are not present in the toolkit, and indeed, with the loss of redevelopment, there are even leaner tools available to help local communities in established areas bring forward investment which can improve important quality of life for those areas. So this bill, by putting an important tool in the toolkit of low and moderate income communities in established areas, fits a very vital need in our public policy in this state of how we carry forward state policy and support established communities. Good bill.
Mr. DeBobna, you had your mic up and down a few times on this. Do you care to join in the debate? No? Okay. Mr. Alejo, would you like to close?
Members, to close, this bill, this post-redevelopment tool is intended and it sticks to the original intent of redevelopment to help those communities most in need with the highest unemployment, highest crime, highest poverty, and has the greatest measures of accountability in this bill to address the previous concerns that were out there regarding redevelopment. This is an important tool for communities across California and in your districts. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. The clerk will open the roll. All members vote who desire to vote. 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 Close the roll. Tally the votes. Ayes 51, noes 10. The measure passes.